What up, D? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, brother? I'm about to roll me a cigarette, so give me a couple minutes. I'm doing alright. I was streaming earlier and was starting to drink. I still am. I didn't have much to drink anyway, but there wasn't really much time while playing zombies to drink, so that means I'm drinking it now. Dude, it's been a really long time since I've been as buzzed as I was last night. I got pretty buzzed last night when I went to a friend's house. Like, I've smoked the vape pen shit, but he had an actual dab rig with some dabs that I tried. It was the first time I had tried them. Oh, yeah. I took a big ass rip and held it in for about 30 to 45 seconds. And they were all saying rip, but I blew it out like I've been smoking it for forever. Like, I felt it a lot more. And oh my god, he got a new dog too, and it's so fucking beautiful. It's a full blooded Siberian Husky that's like a grayish silver color on white fur. Oh, my dog's running away now since I called another dog beautiful. Anyways, what's this shit? This package now includes all Delight game content, including content beyond medieval fantasy. This more than doubles the content you previously had in this game. Premium unlocks it all, and coins can be used to unlock all the main series. Tap the library button on the main menu and scroll down to see. But yeah, I was fine with going to watch you stream while I drank. Soon as I get there, nope. I've played this game. It's alright. Played it for a little while, a few months. About 5 or 6 months. It was pretty decent. I'm surprised I ain't seen Sobet yet. I got that. That's why I didn't push for you to keep streaming. I'm sure I make games plenty of money by watching as many ads as I do, but you can't turn down free shit. Those coins also help me unlock shit. I was kind of waiting for Ree too because this is one of her more preferred games that I played. But yeah, I got like a half a beer left and a few shots of vodka. Absolute vodka to be precise. And my niece and her mother isn't here, so I can be a little bit louder. Oh, you hate when I watch the ads, do you? Hey, I don't complain as long as they give me shit for watching them. Now, if they're just games that automatically have ads that don't give you any type of anything, yeah, fuck that. I figured I'd try to give you some time so you could take a bath, shower, whatever, and eat. I haven't drank vodka in God knows how long. Probably close to 5 to 8 years. I mean, for when they pop up for me, what? Oh, like when the drink pops up for you. I should probably plug my phone in because it's only at like 60 something. In this game, I can just uh, charge while reading it. I'm surprised you're the only one here, though. Right on. Oh, maybe I had a third of a beer left. Whoops. And now I have no beer. Yeah, I hate when ads just pop up. And it's on so many games now. Like this at the bottom, I can't ever fully get away from it. Like I can do that, but it'll pop back up in like a minute. I'm gonna sit up though. Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about mobile games is they're putting way too many ads in it now. Uh, so my niece is into a couple of the games that I play, but I don't have a second controller, so I can't play them with her. So it's kind of hard to teach her to play without actually being the one playing with her. Oh, that beer makes me burp like a motherfucker. Sorry. Whew. Oh, where they're trying to get you to buy something from their shop. Oh, that sucks about the controller. I was like, hang on, what sucks? Sorry that you're hearing me in the background of my shit. It's the only way I can actually see your guys' chat is to have it playing on the PS4 while I'm on mobile. and I don't want to really mute it completely so that way I know if I'm actually talking or not. Or if I muted, then I'll know that I'm still muted if I don't pop up on the other side. So, do you ever play the old school drinking game? What's it called? Strikeout? It's where you'd take a bong rip without taking it, or without inhaling it. You take a shot, and then you drink a whole beer, and then you can breathe out the smoke. They call it strikeout because, like, 3 times and your ass is passing out. It's a pretty fun game. And the fun thing is, you can play it solo. Right. I get that. I just wasn't sure if back in the day when you did, you had ever played it or heard of it. Because I was going to say, if I had a beer, I could play Strikeout, but I don't have a full beer. I mean, there's some in the fridge, but I already jacked 2, and I don't want them to notice that there's more gone because there's no more beer left in a box. So what was in there was in there. Hey, they're always criticizing all my work ethic that I put into this house when I'm one of the only motherfuckers who do anything around this house. So if they get mad about it, I'm just going to tell them it was my uncle when he was here the other day because he drinks and he's a dick. So fuck both of them. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing a beer since you said 24. Sapporo? Sapporo? See, I told you that preview was going to be back at the bottom in no time. Oh, that vodka is harsh. Oh, God. Huh. I've never had Japanese beer. Well, shall we get to it then, I guess, since nobody else is coming? Let's see, what time is it? 12:20. You turn and sprint back the way you came, noticing Graxel has already done the same. Behind you, you hear a deafening roar and a deep, crumbling, tearing sound. Probably more of the tunnel is being clawed away in an attempt to reach you. Fell asleep with the bottle. If you continue running this direction, you'll eventually run into the looting demons that you were just trying to escape. If you're lucky, the undead you raised for them to fight will have killed at least a few of them. But even a powerful succubus is physically weak compared to most demons, and you're running out of tricks and divine power. You might be able to possess the giant demon behind you, but doing so will leave your body vulnerable, and you obviously can't trust Graxel to protect you while your body is prone. For all his charm and ability, it seems that all he is good for is a catastrophe, is running and hiding. Unless, perhaps, the gargantuan creature happens to be female. You muse sarcastically to yourself. Possess the giant demon. Flee from the giant demon. Boost stats. Let's see. Can I boost health? You're out of spendable. Spendable luck is reset to 10 when you go back in the story. E.g., start over, go back a choice, or load point. Lame. So, usually when games say some shit like that, it turns out to be true. The thing you don't want to happen happens. It'd probably be best to run from this thing. It saves 4 mana, which I do kinda need. Let's flee. Really, a life decrease. You flee back down the tunnel and then run face first into something gauzy. You tear at it, peeling it off of your skin as it clings like a spider web. Your skin burns as the toxin seeps in. Behind you, you hear Graxel scream. Ripping free from the moss, you commence. I mean, right? That's usually some shit I'd actually do in a D&D campaign, would be hit it with some kind of fire spell or lightning if it wasn't in a tunnel. You commence running and soon Graxel overtakes you. He has a long gash down one of his arms, and the side of his handsome face has been torn open. Behind you, barely louder than your footsteps, you hear the rushing, clacking sound of the small bladed creature in its pursuit for you. A series of loud booms echoes from behind, and the light abruptly disappears from the tunnel as the opening is crushed from above. Digging deep, you pour on the speed. Nevertheless, Graxor remains ahead of you. The fork in the tunnel should be just ahead, and if you can make it, I just hope that Narelle survives long enough that I can take control, or that I can control the dead around me and make it safely through the catacombs, you think. You hear Graxel curse, and from what you can see of him, it seems he has come to a stop just ahead of you. Beyond him, 8 demons have blocked the tunnel between you and the branch to the catacombs. You recognize these as some of the looters from before. Oh, fuck you, commercial. Okay. Far from a secret, this tunnel is flooded with your enemies. I mean, really, it's pretty expected for a game like this. I'd expect there'd be more, though. Like, it would give you more during partial pages instead of when you go to the next page. But I'm surprised it doesn't. Ow! Oh, I felt that one deep in my chest. You would laugh if not for likelihood that you're about to die, or worse, be captured. You curse your poor judgment. You should never have relied on someone else to help you escape. Out of nowhere, your vision goes white with pain. It feels as though roots are being pulled out from the deepest parts of your mind, drawing you to the point that your breath catches in your throat. Speaking of breath catching throat, I got cotton mouth like a bitch. You collapse to your knees, only able to focus on your imminent death as a great emptiness settles within you. And you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that Morel has died. You hear echoes of shouting as the dark shapes of the demons blocking your path rejoice at your defeated pose. You try to concentrate enough to cast a spell. one for a blinding light or a bolt of lightning or some way to teleport you away, anything. But your mind is incapable of focusing on something so complex. With Nero gone, the wards protecting against teleporting should be fading, if not gone already. If only you could open a portal, you could escape. Your vision swims, and you retch, splattering the ground beneath you with vomit and bile. Behind it all, you feel the sudden and distinct sensation of being watched, except the sensation is no longer just an uncomfortable crawling beneath your skin. Now you feel a suffocating pressure. Whatever has been watching you isn't merely some fiendish minion hiding around a corner. It is something immensely powerful, and it has been waiting for this exact moment to pluck you from Norel's domain. A cold primal fear grips your heart and returns your mind to a brief moment of clarity. I must leave now. Mana, you think. I need more mana. You pull out 3 of the remaining vials of dark nectar from your leather pouch. You'll only have a few seconds before the intoxication kicks in and you lose yourself to the effects of the dark nectar. Fuck. I lost more life. At that moment, one of the tiny bladed creatures has found you, slicing at your legs and tearing holes in your wings as more of them climb up your body towards your head. Right? That's a lot of health now that I can't increase it anymore. And if I remember correctly, that's what I used to, or what I increased last time when I was able to for this story. You pull the corks from the vials of dark nectar and spare a glance at the group of steadily approaching demons from the other side. They pick up the pace as you pour the contents of all 3 vials of nectar down your throat. Oh, thank God. Holy hell. Bruh. Bruh. That's 10 health it gave me and 25 mana. Let's go. Alright, grab me another drink of water real quick. You can feel the tiny incisions from the bladed demons being stitched back together even as their legs continue to pierce through your skin. Oh, that would be horrible. But basically, this bitch just took some meth with healing properties. You close your eyes and focus, first ignoring the pain from the bladed demons, then disarming the euphoria of the dark nectar. The advancing party of demons, the enemy demons, not army of demons. The pressure of the unknown, terrifying gaze. I wouldn't know, and I won't ever know. and finally the agony in your mind due to Norel's death. As the rush of the dark nectar begins to rise up from the bottom of your spine, you pour all your newfound strength into a gate spell. You don't have time to find the perfect location for your escape, so you just open a gate to the first place that comes to mind, the infinite stairway. Fuck. That took half my mana. And that was automatic, so I had no choice in the matter. A gate spell is powerful and it takes most of what you have left to finally punch a hole through dimensions. When you open your eyes to behold the portal that is manifesting in front of you, it's easily the least stable portal you've ever seen, thin, wavering, and uneven. Something that under normal circumstances you'd never even consider stepping through. A deafening roar reverberates through the tunnel, causing small stones to fall from the ceiling in slow motion. While the rush of the dark nectar begins to crawl up from the bottom of your spine, you feel your legs begin to give out from beneath you. To your right, Graxel is frantically rushing toward the portal you summoned, and behind him, a blood-red is gash in the air is is separating to show a deeper darkness than you've ever witnessed. Son of a bitch. In the back of your mind, you register that the bladed demons have dislodged themselves from your flesh and are fleeing back the way you came. Are they terrified of the portal? Perhaps you should allow Graxel through first. As a test, there's no time you leap into the portal. Stretch out my leg. The next thing you know, you're on a worn staircase. There's a wet sound, and you look up just in time to get showered in gore. Graxel's upper body flies past you, strikes the staircase, and thumps down several stairs before coming to a rest. His arm bent back gruesomely, and his once soulful brown eyes staring lifelessly up at the never-ending stairway above. A pity, you say. Well, I drank the dark I promised you anyway. Which is what they refer to that nectar shit that I drank earlier. It's nectar, not vector. Oh shit. So what you gonna eat, D? I'm gonna roll a cigarette, so I'm just gonna talk to you. 9H, what? Ooh, that sounds pretty good. What veggies? Boy, I had real smoked salmon for the first time the other day. Oh my god, it was some of the best fish I've ever had. Gotta rest light before bed. Are you saying goodnight to me? Oh, steamed cabbage and some buttery asparagus. Oh, okay. But I know steamed cabbage is really good, and I really don't like asparagus, but this last time I had it with the salmon, it was kind of good. And I normally can't stand asparagus. I think just the pairing with the fish is what made it better. I would be playing God of War right now, but for some reason it was saying I needed some kind of update earlier, even though I have it updated to its latest version. So I don't know. So I'm hoping when I actually shut my PlayStation down tonight completely, it'll fix that little problem. Ooh, garlic butter. That sounds pretty good. I'll tell you what though, instead of the butter and shit that they use for the crusts on pizza, garlic butter is the best on it. It makes your hands more sticky, but it's so good. Your gate must have collapsed as Graxel was coming through. You briefly entertained the idea that perhaps that the malevolent presence you had felt earlier had managed to crush the gate by force. Oh yeah, stuffed crust pizza is fire. But nobody likes to get it around here. I don't know why. I hate that. It's one of my favorites. But that frightening thought fades as the intoxicating effect of the dark nectar builds. Soon time starts to slip away as it always does. You blink and suddenly the blood beneath Graxel's torso is a dark crust on the stair. Maybe I drank too much, you whisper. You blink again and Graxel's corpse is completely gone. Where is my beautiful slave, you ask? Your mouth is numb and your words seem to belong to someone else. For their part, the stairs are empty and all is silent. You try again. Who took his body? Who scrubbed away his blood? You inspect your arms. Speckles of smeared and smears of dried blood darken your skin. Could have cleaned me up while you were at it. Silence. How long have I been standing here? You shout, creating an echo. How long have I been standing here? You laugh as your slurring voice bounces back and repeats. Which door shall I take? You ask as you start walking up the stairway, trying to inspect the doors along the way, but in your intoxication, unable to analyze them. Better not pick the wrong one. So do you make your own choices? What? Do I make my own choices? Yeah, usually. But sometimes there's forced things that happen that take your life and mana away that you can't stop from happening. The whole point is to try to survive until the end of that part of the story. Bruh, sounds like you're tweaking, not your phone. Better not pick the wrong one. Not all worlds are pleasing. Which one? Nothing answers. Narelle, my mistress, are you truly gone? You say as you stop on the stairs. You slump down, banging your knee on the edge of the stone stair. Not possible, you whisper. For a moment, you fear that it was all an elaborate test, that Narelle will appear and smite you for abandoning her. But as you search your mind for her terrible presence, huh? No, baby. It's been adding words and letters. Yeah, I get that. My phone does that shit too. You know she's gone, and with her, the remaining power she bestowed to you. For a moment, you think you might cry. You would rather not, almost always something in the vast multiverse is watching. A succubus should never show weakness. To distract yourself, you take a moment to to remember the last time you cried, but you cannot. Indeed, it seems manly. Many of your memories are foggy. How much of your past was tied to the mind of Norel? What other than power did she take from you when she perished? It was kind of scary that it could take memories. Taking a deep breath, you look up into the vastness of the infinite stairway. I am Azazel, binder of souls. You laugh as you get to your feet, and I am free. Silence, yet you feel something is listening. You smile as you stretch out your wings and rise up your arms to the endless stairs and infinite possibilities that await you. Achievement unlocked. What's really good at deception? Completed the prequel of Demon's Choice. Survived to the end of the prequel of Demon's Choice. Points plus 3. Coins plus 2 times 2, so 4. Luck 4. Highest rank for the prelude of Demon's Choice. Got the highest rank possible for the prequel of Demon's Choice, plus 3, plus 4, and plus 2. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, you finished the chapter, which took forever. By the end, I had a total of 8 points, 77 coins, and 16 luck. Well played. Another adventure has started. Your total score is 690, earning you the reputation of Azazel, Crusher of Fools. The table below shows where you rank. Alright. So I got the highest rank possible. That's what's up. So, I don't see how you could get 100 or less. Unlock it for 20 coins. Fiendishly Free. Demon's Choice, Chapter 1 by Sam Landstorm. Oh shit, hang on. I can't see chat now because my PlayStation decided to sign me out of YouTube, so now I gotta restart it to see your chat. So please don't say anything until I get there. I'll let you know when I'm there. Man, that sucks. It was going on for so long, too. Getting ready to load YouTube up, so hang on. I'm coming, Adrian. Alright. It is connected back onto my stream so I can see chat again. Not anything that's been said before now. Because it won't let me scroll through chat on my PlayStation. Kinda lame, but it's whatever. Yeah. Alright. I have never had a real conversation with a succubus, says the dragon, striding alongside you. Rather pleasant for a demon. Wait, what? A dragon? Wait, how do I only have 10 mana? Oh, because it restarted everything. Cool. Lame. This dragon has been talking to you for what seems like a century, yet it has only been a few minutes. It took you all your will not to flee when you first materialized next to you. Here on the Infinite Stairway, violence is strictly prohibited, so you should be safe. Of course, you must not disrespect your kind and show fear to any creature, not even a dragon. You stop climbing the staircase, prompting the dragon to stop as well. You turn and force yourself to look him in his green reptilian eyes. Unlike most demons, my kind know how to conduct ourselves in conversation. You say, faking a casual smile. I might add that your hygiene is far superior to other so-called fiends. In fact, my sisters and I do not prefer being lumped in with other demons at all. The dragon turns to you and blinks his large, scaly eyelids. What should I call you? Succubus is sufficient, or succubi if you wish to address us as a group, you say. I have never seen more than one succubi on the stairway at a time, says the dragon. You nod as you resume climbing the steps. We often prefer to work alone. Truth be told, we hate competition. Oh, says the dragon. My, that must be lonely. I understand loneliness. He again turns his large head toward you and stares. Clearly he is not watching where he is going, yet he never stumbles a step on the stairway. Hells, stop staring at me for no reason, you think. You can scarcely imagine anything more dangerous. Fortunately, this dragon is not very large, at least not compared to the few dragons you have seen. This one is only a few times larger than yourself. Although your body is that of a tall human woman, you are still rather small by the standards of the abyss, and or from the abyss from which you escaped. This dragon is either very young or of some exotic species. On that thought, you realize that he doesn't smell like any dragon you've met. Indeed, he does not have any scent at all. You return his stare for a moment, try to smile, and then turn away. Ridiculous, you think. You have been wandering the infinite staircase and in between dimension uh, and in between dimensions. I am the succubus. For days, or what seems like days, you cannot tell time here. Just your luck that the first creature you meet would be a dragon, and a strange one at that. The beast, the beast starts off chatty, going on about how long it has been since he has spoken to anyone, and now he has started into his daring business. No wonder no one will talk to him. Hey, casual. Nah, I was doing this for now. I was thinking Ree was gonna show up. I should gouge his eyes and rip out his throat, you think. The green scales that cover the monster appear thick, too thick even for your iron fingernails. The eyes? Maybe. However, it would require you to get too close to those long, sharp teeth. You struggle to push down your anger. You would be punished most severely for committing an act of violence on the infinite staircase anyway. That is, if you survived, which is unlikely. You consider your options. You could try a bit of flirtation. As a succubus, eliciting desire from others is one of your most powerful tools. Another option would be to make a joke, perhaps perhaps something about not being a virgin and therefore not appropriate food for a dragon. You could ask what you want to ask, which is why he doesn't smell like a dragon. Would that be rude? So, choices are flirt, make a joke, or ask why he doesn't smell like a dragon. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I was wondering where you were. You say make a joke? That's one option. I don't believe he's a dragon either. Not the way it's staring into my soul. Yeah, let's make a joke. You halt on the stairway and turn to him. I see you staring at me as though I am your next meal, you say. I assure you, I am no virgin, you smile. So, how are you doing, Ree? That's good. Yes, hello, Rye. Would you like a piece of Ree bread? I'm doing alright. I had a couple beers, and I've taken about 2 shots of vodka so far. About to take my next. Oh, vodka is horrible. Well, the vodka's strong. It's absolute vodka, but ugh, I hate vodka. Especially after drinking some cheap shit. I think it was called Mr. Bean something. But you could get a gallon of that shit for like 6 something. Nah, my preferred alcohols are whiskey, some kind of whiskey, or rum. And if nothing else, maybe beer. And I don't really care for beer. I used to love the taste of beer. Hello, Travis. Welcome to the stream. It's a Japanese beer, Ree. He did the same to me, but he told me what it was. How you doing? Ugh. I like Corona and Dos Equis. But how are you doing, Travis? There are more people here than I thought there were. Are you kidding me? Freaking vodka burns more than a whiskey. Well, not all whiskeys, but a lot of them. Oh, so you like to get a little drunk when you eat your meat, huh? Well, this is absolute vodka, but it tastes like rubbing alcohol to me. Hey, Gibby. Ooh, I want some pudding. The dragon's mouth drops open, allowing you to fully appreciate the row of dagger teeth. What a strange thing to say, he blinks at you. What does your virginity have to do with the nourishment I may get from your meat? Giggity. Ree's never gonna be a complete vegetarian. That was actually going to be my next question, you say. Why do dragons eat virgins to begin with? In a giant leap, the dragon now stands several meters higher on the stairway. He leans back as though providing himself yet more distance between you and him. It is said that your kind is always near madness. An eternity in the abyss can break any soul. I mean, yeah, it's basically like osmosis, just with the circle of life. I mean, and if you want to go that far, grass eats the bodies of dead people and animals and everything. So basically, we're cannibals. Unintentionally, we're cannibals, yes. Because I'm the dead body man. I'm the dead body man. Grass gets its nutrients from things that die. Things that die turn into the best fertilizer for any kind of grass, plants, and whatnot. Yes, I am a juggalo. I kind of want to listen to that song right now, but but then I wouldn't be able to listen to or not listen to y'all, but see your messages. Unless I found my other phone and plugged in my other headphones so I could listen to it. I mean, poo is fertilizer also. But what is fertilizer other than stuff that we've already eaten? So basically, we're just recycling nature. I'm surprised Casual's still here. Isn't it kinda late for you, Casual? Uno momento, por favor. I mean, you are what you eat, but if that's what you eat, Ree, then I guess so. Hello, Robin. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I was muted. I told you all to hold on a second. Please. I was trying to find my other phone, but I couldn't find it because I wanted to listen to a song. I mean, I could listen to the song. Oh no, you don't gotta refresh when I stream on mobile. It doesn't cut out like it's on my PS4. I don't understand. Yes, an ICP song. Hey, cool, I found my white lighter. I was looking for that earlier. I mean, I wasn't trying to make y'all listen to music. I just wanted to have my phone so I could listen to music. Anyway, I am not insane, you say. Certainly, as a dragon yourself, this is not the first time you have heard stories of your kind eating virgins. Okay. The dragon pauses, blinks, and then begins to laugh. It's a terrible, screeching sort of laugh. You cover your head. After you are nearly ready to collapse from his unusual torture, he recovers and regards you. Delightful, he says. It is said that the succubus is a charming creature. We have a sense of humor, yes, you say, tilting your head flirtatiously. Such is necessary for a woman in the abyss. Fascinating that I appear to you as a dragon, he says. There are such worse things in the multiverse, so very much worse. Not a dragon. What are you then? You ask. The creature lopes down the stairway to stand across from you. Oh shit, this ain't. I'm kinda afraid to see what this is gonna be. But I'm gonna roll a cigarette real quick, so. Uno momento, por favor. You hush, Gibby. I don't want you to hear the clacking of the plastic on the machine of it rolling. I don't really want it to be in my video, you know. Uh, yeah, Robin. Gibby wants D. So how are you doing, Robin? I hope you're doing well. Well, Gibby said there's some men that want him, so I just figured he was talking about himself. So, Ree, are you gonna look up Dauntless one of these days so we all can play when D decides to finally install everything? Oh, I thought you still had stuff to install on it. Ree has games that she streamed, Gibbs. I've caught a couple of them. I wish she was able to be able to stream more because I love hearing her voice when she streams. It's cool. Especially when she's scared. It's funny. Out of nowhere, Jason pops up behind her and she screams. Ah! Yep. She's got a beautiful voice, too. She should be a professional voice actor. Alright, yeah. So I finished this page, right? Yeah. What am I? He raises his head, staring up through in, the infinitely widening stairway above, without ceiling or sky. I cannot say. Not on that one. She has a different account for where she streams. Anyways, I cannot say. Better to ask what I do. I am a paradon for the infinite stairway. A paradon, you ask. Yes, it means something like sentinel in the old tongue, the first language of the gods, he says. Ah, yes, you say, you are the one who ensures we do not break the rules here. Yes, the gods have tasked me with this, he says. It is not just me, there are many of us. Countless. Wait, you are one of the unseen, you say? That is what some travelers call us, yes, he says, his voice dipping. It's not our proper name. It is the name given because you are supposed to be invisible. Yet here you are, and why are you a dragon? Dragon, you say? Sorry, my tongue was dry, so it stuck to the roof of my mouth. Shit happens, bruh. Smoking a cigarette dries your mouth out really bad. That is a question for yourself, he says. I appear different differently to different creatures. Obviously, you fear dragons the most. Yeah, everything does. Every creature with any sense, at least, you say. Yet in the abyss, where you are from, there are things much more dangerous than dragons, he says. I've seen them. Memories are hazy for you, and you cannot say when your fear of dragons started. Probably outside the abyss. What do you say to this thing? Are you here to frighten me then? Uh, oh, excuse me. What have you seen that is so terrible? You should write a book of beasts. My, what an important job you have. That sounds so sarcastic. So I'm thinking option two, what have you seen that's so terrible? He's already got the blanket pulled over him and he's about to drift off. What do you all think I should say? I'm leaning towards the second option. Let's see what your consensus is. Shut up, Gibby. You know you watched the whole stream. You watch me with bated breath, as they would say back in the day, which means you had just watched me religiously, basically. Fourth option. But it sounds so sarcastic to me, especially the way I read it, though. I'm afraid it'll offend it, and then I'll have to lose life and then use mana and shit. Right. And this thing ain't even a dragon, though. It's some kind of spectral, some blah 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 thing. I ain't trying to get eaten by this kind of abyss creature thing, whatever it is, on the infinite stairway. Why is D always trying to kill a dude? It's more like deceptions. A. I think I'm gonna go with option 2, but I'm gonna finish the last little bit of this cigarette first. So, Ree, when are you getting Dauntless so we can play with D? It's cross platform and it's free, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is, I'm sure it is. Nah, Travis probably already dipped out. I know Robin has. She only usually comes anywhere for a second. I mean, with that game, I think I can play online. I haven't tested it out yet with D or anything. I figured it'd be easiest to test out with you first. And if not, there's at least a game you and D could play together. I mean, it has lots of characters in the lobby, but I don't know yet if they're characters I can, like, play with or whatnot. I figured what better way than trying to play with somebody who's already on my friends list. And if you want, Ree, you can drop your YouTube down in the link for Gib, or link it down in here for Gibby. She is also the reason why I was able to buy 2 of the games I was able to buy, even though I'm not able to play either one on stream. One being because I can't play Dead by Daylight without PlayStation Plus. But the other one, for some reason, is blocked from being streamed on YouTube. I could stream it on Twitch, but I don't know. I've not set anything up for any kind of Twitch shit, so. But yes, she is another person who has donated to the stream. So I am shouting her out. There is her channel. Go to it, subscribe, hit that bell. Leave comments and likes. See, I don't know how to do shit like that, so I was glad you're able to. This is about the last 2 shots I got left of vodka. Let's take a double shot. But whew. That'll make you grow some hair on your chest, laddie. She's not terrible, she just doesn't really have too much time to really play the game. She's really busy usually. She's good at the game if you can get her to learn it well enough. Yeah, that's all it is, Ree. People love just watching people game and stuff. And especially if they have voices like yours. See? Everybody thinks you're great. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna take a rip from this bong real quick. And I thank you, Ray. Thank you for donating to the stream. I was wondering what would break first. Your tablet or your phone? Alright. So, well then, I said I was really leaning towards 2. D is trying to kill me. Nobody else said anything else about it. So I guess I'm going with option 2. The hell if I know. I don't know who either one of those people were. What have you seen, you ask? The dragon bobs its head. Be careful what you ask for, Succubus. Do you really want to know? Do I really want to know what this dragon has to scare me with? I feel like if I say yes, it's gonna be leading to some badness. Perhaps not. Something in his tone tells you that it may be better not to know. Besides, what possible benefit could it be? You have enough indecision on the stairway without knowing what about about what horrors you may meet through one of the doors. Perhaps not, you say. He nods. What is your name, succubus? He asks. Fuck you, commercial. They call me Azazel. I don't know, but it was weird. But I have had many names, most of which I no longer care to remember. You say, your name? Once an angel of the celestial plane called me Dathrix. It is a celestial word for nightmare. Sometimes I use that name. I kind of like that, Dathrix. Drathrix. You smile with actual pleasure. Even the angels are afraid of something. Tell me, Dathrix, what form did you take to the angel? I do not know, says Drathrix. I cannot see myself, not even in a reflection. I was unable to ask the angel because he only shouted Drathrix and then he fled. Uh, take a drink of water. Pity, you think. It would be a worthy it would be a worthy knowing a worthy thing to know what an angel feared most. That is why any conversation I have is many steps apart, says Drathrix. Travelers run, shout or scream. Now I mostly remain unseen, invisible, observing, waiting to punish those who break the rules, you say. I know of only one rule on the infinite stairway. Do not harm another. Perhaps that is a rule, says Drathrix. There might be others. Uh, oh, excuse me. What others, you ask? You will know if you break one, he says. What is the point of rules unless they are made plain, you say? He stares at you, still climbing and blinking slowly, stupidly. Well, you say as you stop climbing. You imagine this creature's blood splattering across the steps. What? Why do you not make your rules plain, you say? Do you even know the rules you enforce? I know the rules, but I am not to tell. Why does that why does not matter? He says. This is your eternal duty. How can you not care why you do what you do? You say. I do not think about this, he says. What do you think about then? You say, your blood rising in your voice. I think about travelers like you. I learn of your weaknesses and strengths in case you resist punishment, he says. I think about the stairway and the steps. What else is there? Well, well, you can tell me the rules, you say. What is the harm? He shakes his head, stares, and blinks. I will tell you my weaknesses to help you better handle the next rule breaking succubus you find. In exchange, you tell me the rules, you say. I know what your weaknesses are. Succubi are not as strong as most demons, preferring only to rely on cunning, trickery, and charm. He says, you in particular are afraid of dragons. I wonder if other demons are afraid of them. There he is, calling you a demon again. This simpleton is making you angry. What do you think is behind this obscenist? Yeah. His mind is enslaved. He is baiting you to attack. I think he's just trying to bait me to attack, in all honesty. Hang on a second on messaging on here, guys. I can't see what you're doing. I gotta restart YouTube on my PlayStation, which means I gotta reset my whole PlayStation so I'll be able to see what you guys say. Because I can't see anything that's been said until it's on. Like, it doesn't show anything but, like, previous to that point. Kinda stupid, but it's whatever. Still lets me see chat so I can talk to you guys. So it works. Damn, is it really almost 2 o'clock? That's crazy. Okay, loading YouTube. Come on. And alright, I am able to see chat again. So, like I was saying, I think he was baiting me to attack. I don't think it's mind enslaved. Or it could be enslaved and it's just not like a complete control. and it's just got its mind hazy. Is Karen actually here, Gibby? Because I can't see anything until you just said, "Hey, Karen." Hey, Karen. Welcome to the stream. I wasn't sure if you're here because I can't see previous chat. Alright. So I'm going with he is baiting to attack. He is baiting me, you think. Wishes for me to attack, and then he can punish me. You grit your teeth with rage as rage washes up. I cannot let him win, you think. Although he insults your intelligence with his feeble scheme, you may still find a use for him. You take another deep breath and do your best to clear your mind. To know the rules is to know how to bend them, you say. What? Says Drathrix. I suspect that there is the reason the gods do not reveal all the rules to travelers, you say. Drathrix doesn't say anything, but he tilts his head up to the ceiling as though communing with the divine. He does not break his stride. You said that your conversations were steps apart. What did you mean by that, you ask? I count steps and doors, he says. Why, you ask? To measure time. Travelers have told me of worlds where there is time. Some worlds have light and dark, tremors in the ground at certain intervals, or a red orb that moves high above them, changes that tell them about time. There is none of that here, you say. How many steps have you counted? 303,000,000,000. 600,334,252 3 4. I understand, you say, cutting him off before he gets to 5. Of course, I did not start counting from the beginning, and I do not count when I am punishing. Thus, it is not a full tally of my time here, he says. The counting is enjoyable and allows me to tell how long it has been between punishments. Demora's whole. It would be too much of a mercy to slay this thing, you think. What have you learned about the stairway with all this counting, you ask? He is silent for so long that you're about to ask the question again when he speaks. That it takes somewhere near 163,000 steps between one punishment and the next. That is all you have learned, you ask? Sometimes more between punishments, sometimes less. Anyway, it is something to do. It passes time, he says. You take a deep breath as you struggle to not call him an idiot. Instead, you say, you, sh- ugh. You said you knew my weakness. If I broke a rule and resisted punishment, would you defeat me? I know how to defeat a demon, and you are weaker than most, says Drathrix. A useless answer, and does he mean I am weaker because I am a succubus, or because I have been diminished by the loss of my mistress? Do not call me a demon, you hiss. What do you look like normally? He blinks at you. I look like a traveler's worst fear, I told you that. What do you look like when you are not taking the form of a traveler, you say, trying not to let irritation, trying not to let irritation seep into your voice. Like you, I can change the way I appear, however, I normally look like this. You motion over your body as you spread your bat wings. What is your native form? Like the last traveler I appeared before, he says. If I have a native form, I have forgotten it billions of steps ago. Does he have a real body at all? Or is he only a projection of the gods? You wonder. One way to test this would be to try to possess him, probably against the rules, and would lead to a quick end for me, you think. Where are you going? Asked Drathrix. I do not know, you say. Somewhere better than here. How do you not know? Says Drathrix. Certainly you are on a quest on behalf of your master. A demon cannot simply run loose. They can if their master is destroyed, you think. Your mistress, Narelle, is gone. Vengeance taken upon her by the millions of souls she has crushed and absorbed over the centuries. Now your home layer now your home layer of the abyss is in chaos. Well, more chaos than usual. On the plus side, the chaos did offer you your opportunity to escape your abysmal prison and its servitude. Oh. You consider whether you should answer Drothric's question. There are plenty of demons who would like to know your whereabouts, some to re-enslave you, and others to exact revenge. You could lie and say you are on a quest to capture new souls for your mistress, and you don't know where you are going because you are not told where to hunt. On the other hand, do you want to risk lying to this creature? Finally, you could just shrug and try to dodge the question. Oh, so tell the truth, lie, dodge the question. I feel like telling a lie would be the worst option. That's what I'm thinking. Because he's dodged a lot of his own questions. I don't know how well you can hear me because my TV's low and I have my fan on now. So it's a little bit harder to hear me on my end. Alright, I wasn't sure. Is it just you and me here now, Gibbs? Everybody else is being really quiet if they're still here. Okay, just curious, because I was wondering what everybody thought. Well, D's probably asleep, so he's good. Ray's probably just got me playing in the background at work. So that's four of the five. And the fifth is probably just me on my YouTube. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna dodge the question. A demon does what a demon wants, you say, trying not to wince at the word demon. Drathrix blinks. Do they? You are thinking of devils. Yes, devils are very strict with the whole hierarchy. Uh, business. Excuse me. And this devil serves the devil nonsense. Much more orderly, you say, waving your hand dismissively. Many try to control us succubi, but in the end, we do what we want. What do you want? He asks. I am glad that you asked, you think. I wish to find a world where I can thrive, you say. Not a miserable or hostile world that I could be trapped in. You pause, looking at Drathrix expectantly. He stares back and then blinks. A world that has at least some civilization would be my preference. Preference, you say. A human world would be nice. I was human once. That makes sense, he says, as he continues to stare. He is not taking the bait, you think. Perhaps you could help me, you say? Certainly you know of a world I can go to. It is forbidden for me to aid a traveler, says Drathrix. You offered him a strange smile. You and Drathrix continue up the stairs for some time. With Drathrix, I'm just gonna call you. Let's see, what could I shorten that to? Hmm. What would be a good word to shorten you, or name for you to be shortened up to? Drath, Rix, nah. Oh no. I hate saying his full name every time. Thrax, Thrix. Hmm. I'm just gonna call you Rix. Just Rix. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think of something good that is his name. But his name doesn't give you a lot to work with. I could say Wrath for the Rath instead of Rix. What do you think? Wrath? Let's see, where was I? You and Wrath continue up the stairs for some time, with Wrath blathering about different monsters he has had to punish lately. A hot-headed centaur, a wild hydra that had somehow gotten loose on the stairway, and several trolls. You are not surprised by the trolls. Trolls are not quite as stupid as many think, yet they have little impulse control. Perhaps a few hundred steps have passed when you come to a door. This one is made of iron, and it is large enough for a giant to walk through. Etched into the surface are ruins, made of spirals interspread with straight lines. You know how to read a number of languages, but you do not know these ruins. Maybe you do know it, and you have only just forgotten. It is hard to say with your foggy memory. Memory is loose and common when moving from one dimension to another, particularly the way you escaped the abyss without without preparation or permission. What does that say, you ask? Wrath. It is forbidden for me to aid a traveler, he says. What does it matter, you say, more testily than you intended. Everyone knows that lies are made, often written on doors of the infinite stairway. A promise of paradise may just as easily lead to hell. Wrath says nothing. What a useless miscreant, you think. Although you mistrust what's written on the door of the infinite stairway, you still like to at least know what it says. Even lies can hold value if you approach them carefully. You scoff at Wrath as you art, arch your eyebrow. I doubt you can read this at all. Writing is difficult for me, but I can read most of this, he says. Over the billions of steps I have listened to travelers read the words of symbols out loud to themselves or to their companions. If I can get him to slip once, you think. Oh, really, you say as you walk up to the door. Do you expect me to believe that you have learned this language, a language I have a language I have never seen in all my centuries, just by eavesdropping on travelers? Impossible. You point to a squiggle. What does one rune mean? I cannot aid or hinder a traveler. Only punish one. Only punish when a rule is broken, he says. Ah, but all glory belongs to the bold, does it not? You say with a smile. You take slow steps towards him, letting your hips sway. I am not asking for aid. I am merely asking for conversation. I merely want to. I merely want to enjoy intercourse with you. What? What? Attempting to seduce this obtuse, ever blinking non-dragon is low for you. Not the lowest, of course, far from it. But still, nevertheless, you are getting desperate. Leaving the abyss has made you weak, nearly human. You have even begun to suffer trivialities from of your nearly forgotten human past. Thirst and what might be hunger, you need to find a door to a world that will not destroy you outright. Indeed, a world you can thrive. The choice is not to be taken hastily, yet you cannot dally here forever. I am enjoying our intercourse, but I cannot tell you anything about the doors, says Wrath, blinking his reptilian eyes. It is forbidden. I am a sentinel, not a guide. Where can I find a guide? I cannot answer that question, he says. See, what time is it? 2:14. I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thanks for coming to the stream and everything. Well, it's been a while. I don't know how long this stream's been going, but it's been a while. Bye, Gibby. Bye, Karen. Bye, everybody. I'm letting y'all get your goodbyes out before I stop the stream so I can actually see them. I don't know, maybe. I like it, but there's just so much reading to it. And I hate messing up on a word or not knowing a word or something. Good night, D. I didn't know you were still around. Thank you for coming out here. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. And get trippy, because for some reason the Streamlabs automatically goes to that.